The countdown has officially begun. We are now just months away from the single biggest birthday party in the history of the United States. For 250 years, America has stood as an experiment in democracy, a forge for warriors, and a land of deep, ancient mysteries. But if you think July 4th, 2026 is just going to be another barbecue with some extra fireworks, you are missing the bigger picture. Behind the scenes, the White House, the military, and major cities like Philadelphia and Boston have been planning this event for years. There are multi-billion-dollar renovations, massive military tributes, and even the unearthing of time capsules buried a century ago. But there is also a hidden side to the preparations. Forgotten war stories are being revived. Monuments are being built for heroes you've never heard of, and the scale of this celebration is designed to shake the world. From the Great American State Fair on the National Mall to the battlefields where independence was won with blood and steel, this is how America is preparing for the Semiquincentennial. Today, we are taking you inside the massive, chaotic, and historic preparations for America's 250th anniversary. Let's get into it. Let's start at the top. The federal government has labeled this the Semiquincentennial. It's a mouthful, but the plans are simple. Go big or go home. The White House, working with the America 250 Commission, has launched one of the most ambitious projects in decades. The centerpiece, the Great American State Fair. Imagine the National Mall in D.C. transformed. The plan is to bring the best of every single state to the capital. From Iowa's agriculture to Texas's tech, it's designed to be a physical showcase of American power and innovation. But for history buffs, the most interesting project is the National Garden of American Heroes. This isn't just a park, it's a statement. The administration has pushed for a vast outdoor monument featuring statues of 250 legends. We're talking about the titans of history: Washington, Jefferson, Lincoln, but also the forgotten warriors, the Medal of Honor recipients whose stories have gathered dust, and the pioneers who tamed the West. And of course, there's the commemorative gear. The White House Historical Association has released 24-karat gold ornaments featuring the text of the Declaration of Independence, its symbolic returning to the gold standard of freedom that started in 1776. But while D.C. is handling the pomp and circumstance, the real history is happening where it all began. You can't celebrate the birth of America without going to the delivery room. Philadelphia. Philly is treating 2026 like the Super Bowl of history. In fact, they are literally hosting the world in a massive logistical challenge. Philadelphia is hosting FIFA World Cup Mataz during the 250th celebrations. Imagine the chaos and the energy. ULL have hundreds of thousands of international soccer fans clashing with the most patriotic event in U.S. history. The city has launched the Red, White, and Blue To-Do. On July 2nd, 2026, the actual day the Continental Congress voted for independence, the entire historic district will shut down for a massive pomp and parade. But here is something for the mystery lovers. Philadelphia is burying a massive time capsule on July 4th, 2026. This isn't for our children or even our grandchildren. This capsule is scheduled to be opened on July 4th, 2276, the semi-millennium, the 500th anniversary. They are packing it with artifacts of our current era, military coins, and predictions for the future. It makes you wonder, what will America look like in 2276? The city is also opening a Nation of Artists, a rare exhibit, bringing out hidden artifacts from the 1700s that are usually locked in vaults. Diaries of soldiers, sketches from the front lines, items that haven't seen the light of day in decades. If Philadelphia is the heart, Boston is the fist. This is where the fight started, and Boston is focusing heavily on the war stories aspect of the anniversary. The National Park Service has dropped over $25 million to restore the Dorchester Heights Monument. For those who don't know, this is where George Washington pulled off his first massive victory, forcing the British to evacuate the city without firing a shot. The city is restoring the site to look exactly as it did when those cannons were rolled into place. And the reenactments. They are going to be legendary. We are talking about the 250th anniversary of the Battle of Bunker Hill. Thousands of reenactors from across the world are gathering to recreate the whites of their eyes moment. This isn't just men running around in costumes. They are using historically accurate drills, authentic gunpowder blends, and recreating the sheer terror of 18th century warfare. Even old Ironsides, the USS Constitution, is part of the show. The Navy is holding a homecoming 250, celebrating the birth of the U.S. Navy and Marine Corps. The harbor will be filled with modern destroyers sailing alongside the wooden frigates of the past. It's a visual representation of 250 years of naval dominance. But amidst the fireworks and the parades, there is a quieter, more profound preparation happening. Historians are using this anniversary to shine a light on the forgotten events. At Mount Vernon, George Washington's estate, they are opening a new Patriot's Path. This is a realistic encampment, showing how the common soldier lived. We love the stories of generals, but 2026 is about the grunts. The 16-year-old farm boys who marched without shoes. The women who operated spy rings in New York. The black voices of the revolution. Exhibit in Boston is finally telling the stories of the African-American regiments that fought for a freedom they didn't fully possess yet. And for the mystery hunters, the State Department is releasing a Story of America series, delving into the origins of our national symbols. The Great Seal, the Eye of Providence, the ancient Roman influences on our republic. There's a push to understand why the founders chose these symbols. Was it just aesthetics? Or was there a deeper, perhaps, ancient connection they were trying to signal? As we hit 250 years, those old mysteries are being re-examined with fresh eyes. 250 years, 2.5 centuries, from a ragtag group of colonies fighting the world's greatest empire, to a superpower preparing to bury time capsules for the year 2276. The preparations are massive, the budget is endless, and the history is deep. Whether you are in Philly for the party, Boston for the history, or watching from home, this is a moment to remember. So, how will you be celebrating the 250th? Are you visiting any of these historic sites? Let me know in the comments below. And if you love uncovering the lost history of America, the war stories that defined us, and the mysteries that still haunt us, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. We have a lot more hidden history coming your way. I'll see you in the next one.
Every story leaves a trace. Every battle leaves a scar.